Hello, my name is Amy Sturkey. I am a pediatric physical therapist, and I'm here with my co-instructor. This is Sebastian. And we are just talking about wheelchair alignment and just the things. Now, this is really, different people have very different opinions, and they often tend to be very opinionated in their opinions. I, too, am opinionated. But I'll tell you the things that I think about when I look at a wheelchair and thinking about alignment. The first thing I want to do is when I look at someone in their wheelchair from the front, I want to see them symmetrical. I don't want to see their hips off to the one side. I want to see their shoulders off to another side. I want to see them straight down the middle. So sometimes that means you need hip guides on one side or the other. You need to make sure that the laterals are symmetrical and keep him fit. I cannot get my hands easily between the laterals and him. It's a nice snug fit, not too tight. And it looks like they are symmetrical on the back. So when I look at the hardware, I want to make sure that the laterals are symmetrical for the laterals and hip guides and thigh guides if he has them. He tends to bring his legs in, so he has an abductor that brings his feet apart. And that all looks good to me. Now what I think about, I like the seat to back angle to be 90 degrees. So if we have him on the side, his seat to back angle is about 90 degrees. Now they've done a couple of things as I look at this wheelchair. What is it? You're wanting to play? Well, we have to do a boring talk one for just a minute. I'm sorry. Because he tends to go into extension, they actually have his feet up a little bit higher. And since he does not usually wear his orthotics, they have the footboard flexed up a little bit more than 90 degrees. So his knees are up a little bit higher so that it brings him into a little bit more hip flexion to be able to close the seat to back angle just a little bit. This helps discourage his extension. I like the headrest to be suboccipital, so right here behind the head. And sometimes it's too far forward and sometimes it's too far back. And his looks perfect to me. I like the backrest to be just barely lower than the shoulders. And you can see that his backrest is just a little lower than his shoulders. If it's higher than his shoulders, it tends to be the kids can flex underneath the shoulder strap. And I like it just barely lower. I know this is boring, but we just have to do it. He's got a chest harness that crisscrosses in front of him. That secures him well. There are all sorts of different designs. There are ones that have a little bit of give to it. There are ones that are small in the front or broader in the front. Since he tends to extend, this one's got a wider contact across his chest and is a little bit more comfortable when he's extending. So these are the things I think about in a wheelchair in terms of positioning. I know it's boring, but we're going to do fun stuff in a minute. I am so sorry. These are the things I think about when I look at someone in a wheelchair to see if they're aligned well. Oh, the other thing I can think of is I like to make sure that when the knee bends, that the seat depth ends pretty close and the distance between, well, you can't see it because of this, the distance between the back of his leg and the seat is pretty close. So that's perfect too. I hope these are helpful for you. And Sebastian's ready to do the fun stuff. And we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.
If you liked this video and would like to be notified by email when the next video comes out, click the subscribe button here and click the golden bell icon and ensure notifications are enabled on your account.